It's over, and Wayne is the daddy. Wayne's the daddy, and he's still got it.
Without trying to sound too biased though, when you look at history and the first ever 10k challenge, it almost seems fitting that it's Wayne Otto, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Tiki?
yeah, it does. He deserves it. Look at him. And it's just a shame that karate wasn't in the Commonwealths and the Olympics, because that's the one thing Wayne would have loved, was an Olympic medal.
It's like going back to how it used to be in the British Championships. You only had one winner. There was no categories. You know, that's what I'm saying. Everything can get lost. Oh, he's a champion, but he's under 60 kilos champion. He's under 65. This is the one winner, you know, and it's proved that it's not always a heavyweight that wins it. I mean, I can remember the Paul Newby and Rory Daniels fight. It was a brilliant fight. Newby was, you know, tremendous in it. And there's someone who's 6 foot plus, and but it brings out the best in people. And I think this is why everybody loves it, because it's not this weight category. It's not this, oh, well, you're part of that, and I'm not really interested in that because that's not my weight category. Everybody's interested in the 10K because there's one winner. Yeah.
The whole atmosphere regarding 10K was out of this world. You know, it was like something. It was at the Mermaid Theatre, I believe, in Blackfriars. And as you walked in, you walked down into tiered seating, and there was one area, there was tables around, it was an evening event, people were hyped. I mean, is this really happening? Somebody's gonna win 10 grand today. Now, not everybody else wanted to win, but I needed to win.
Wayne, as you said, retired 2 years ago, come out for this. Realistically, can he still take this?
Well, we've just been to Iran, and he fought there, and he fought very well. And there he goes through his ritual. And Wayne is a fighter, and he wants this. And he wants not just the money, he wants to show people he can still do it. At the moment, everyone's talking about him, and he's just got to do the job and not think he's got to do something for the crowd. Let that just come naturally. There's a punch from Wayne and another punch.
I remember my first fight being a fighter that I know, that I grew up with, Winston Williams. It's not a fighter that had ever given me any bother in the past, but again, he's not someone that you would take for granted. And if you get caught sleeping, he will take you out. But I remember getting through that first round quite comfortably. The fighter that I was probably the more wary of than anybody else in the whole tournament was a fighter called Jason Legister. And I knew if there was anybody that was actually going to have a real chance to take him out, it actually would be Jason. And as I thought, the fight was really close, you know, but I managed to get through that fight and win my pool. So having got through that fight, that was my first milestone. The second fight, quarter-final fight I had, was with a fighter called Davin Pak. At the time he was, I think, world and European champion as well. By the time I'd got to Davin, I was knackered. I was really tired. You know, going through the rounds and the tension and everything was really hard. And I remember there were certain points in the fight where there was bouts of lack of concentration. But again, digging deep and knowing what I know and using my experience, and obviously, you know, tapping into the energy that I have in my reserves, I was able to come through that round. And the final was against Leon Walters. He is the one that I would have expected to come through on the other side. At the time, he would have been the biggest name in karate. Again, someone that I coach regular for the England squad, and so this is somebody that I know. But I wasn't so worried about Leon, to be honest. I already knew how to beat Leon, and I remember looking over to the other side and watching Leon pace up and down, pace up and down. He was like a tiger in a cage, waiting and rearing to get out there, you know. And I remember just standing calm. I was just standing there and just thinking, I got Leon. I know exactly what to do against him. And as long as I follow my game plan, I will have this. It's heartless, really, when you think about it, because you go through so many grueling rounds, piece by piece, getting to that point, and really, what does it come down to? One person walking away with everything, and the other person, nothing. I mean, that's it. That is it in a nutshell. And I suppose that also is what makes the tournament unique, in that it is so cutthroat. You do have to perform on that day, because if you're caught slipping, you're walking away with nothing. And you can go through all those rounds and get to the final and still walk away with nothing.
So I remember I was very young. I might have been about 7 years old, so I think I would have just started karate myself. But at that age, I'd never seen my dad fight, but I understood that he had a great reputation, and I understood that people looked at him as if he was, do you know what I mean, this big figure. And I think I was scared for him to tarnish that, to lose that. So I covered my eyes through every single one of his fights just because I was afraid of him to lose. Not because I didn't believe he could win, but I was a child, and the thought of him losing was more scary to me. So I'd rather just not watch the fight, but not even by choice. So I remember when he stepped out to fight Jason, and Jason looked so angry. Like I remember thinking, like, Jason looked like he's gonna hurt my dad. But me and Jason had a good relationship at the time, but I don't understand the concept of being a competitor and professionalism. You know, so it all felt very like personal to me. I covered my eyes so quickly, but so I don't actually remember seeing any of his fights. I just remember after he's won, so him winning. You know, someone told me that he'd won, and I remember him, you know, shedding some tears. And I asked, you know, why is Dad crying? And he said, no, it's okay, they're happy tears. So, you know, I remember the environment, I remember the atmosphere, the crowd was huge, you know, so yeah. I think I was browsing through Facebook, and I saw the post. I can't remember exactly what the post said, but the post said, you know, the 10K is back. At first I didn't believe it. Then I got a phone call 5 minutes later, obviously from Jordan, and that's when it became more real. You know, that the idea of competing in 10Ks is a real possibility now, and something that is really coming around the corner. You know, but as I said, the whole thing it's exciting. You know, the scene's been missing something like this for so long. I feel like events like 10K have the potential to spark that again, because it's given everyone something new. You know, it's very beneficial for the scene. I'm happy it's back. In my head, when I envision 10K as well, I don't envision an easy path. Do you know what I mean? I don't envision me cruising through rounds and then I get to a final. In my mind, I'm taking like everyone, like every single big name you can think of, first, second, third, fourth. Because even when I think about my dad's 10K, that's how we did it. Remember, he had Jason, Davin, Leon, like back to back. So in my head, you know, I'm taking out everyone. I know it's not going to be an easy day, but I believe on my day, can definitely do it.
The 10K Karate Clash returns on the 16th of the 4th, 17. The Troxy, London. 32 Elite, one night only. 10K, winner takes all. Tickets available now from combatandstrength.com.